welcome back to another episode of Kittl Process. Today we're back with another graphic design tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to create out these three amazing cover designs using AI tools. So we're going to use a Kittl platform to create this design. So Kittl works inside your browser. It consists of fonts, illustration, library, pre-made templates, advanced editing tools and much more. And with AI directly integrated with the editor, Kittl is the only platform that delivers unmatchable speed of seamless workflow, allowing users to create wonderful vector design within a matter of minutes. So we're going to use AI tool to create the covers, and we're going to use the editor to create out this cover design. Along with that, you got a bundle of fonts, illustration library, pre-made templates, advanced editing tool and much more. So you can try it yourself and get free access by clicking the link in the description. You can use the promo code creatnprocess and it will give you 50% discount on the monthly pro plan for all new users. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a design similar to this using the Kittl. You can see these three projects which I have created. This is the cover design which I have created using this tool. So let's create a new document. So go to new project, and if you don't have this account, you can just sign up here and create your new account. And after that, click on new project. You'll have your new project over here, and here you can choose your artboard size. We got some interesting sizes here, so customize your sizes, and you can use the standard and you can adjust the size over here as well. So we'll set the size to 900 pixel by 1300 pixel. Set it to pixel, inches or millimeter, you can choose any of it, and DPI to 72 pixel per inch, and you can set the orientation to horizontal or vertical. So here it is. So we'll keep it this way and create. So here's our new artboard. Now let's work on it. So first let's try to create this design. So we need a character. If you see over here, I have placed my character here, placed my background on the back, and I have one more layer here, and we added a nice text here. So this is a text which we have used. So I'm just place it down, and here's our texts. So I have added a text as well. So let's create this. So under here, we'll go over here. Here's the Kittl option. So you got some templates, text, elements, uploads, photos, textures. So we're gonna use Kittl AI. Click on it, and this is the interface for Kittl AI. So under Kittl AI, you can generate interesting images, amazing images using image generator, and you can even create logo using logo generator. And this is the place where you can type out your prompt, whatever you need, and just click on create, and it will create interesting image. And here are some style which they have already here. So there are some style like digital art, anime style, and all these. So we got some clip art style, we got some vector style and pattern style. So if you type out something in your prompt, and you can choose some of the effects from here, and it will create similar to that, just like this. So let me show you a simple example. Let's say you want to create that character. So I need a character, historical character, man with long hair. Okay, so let's choose this anime style, and if I click on create images, and it will load and create your images. And within a few seconds you get a nice interesting character over here. So as you can see, here it is. Here's a character and it looks amazing. We can use this for our cover design. Now let me show you. If I choose this one, digital art, it will create a style digital art character. So I'll just click that and it will load, and let me show you the difference. So here it is, historical character with long hair. For this design we want a simple anime style character, this one. So I'm going to use this. I'll just delete this out and let's use this. Now for this design I need a background as well. So let's create that background. So to create that background, I'll just type out over here. So I'll type out a village, Japanese village, and I want this to be a wide scene. So wide scene from top of the mountain, and I want this a night scene. So I'll just type out night and IGST night, and let's add some description like you want lamp on each of the houses. So let's type that. Now let's try to create it. So if I create image using default setting, just click and it will create it. So let's wait for it. So as you can see, it has created an amazing looking Japanese style village, and it looks amazing. I like it. But let's see some other versions. Let's say you want it in an anime style. So I'll just select that, and if I go over here, show all, you can see all these preset styles over here. So you can choose any of it from here. Let's choose anime, or maybe this one. Let's choose foggy scenery, and let's try to create a generator image. So click on it and generate. Wait for it. So here we go, a foggy scene of a village, and this also looks good. But for our design, I like this part, so I'll just delete this part, choose the anime, and let's click. And here we go. Here's our on this image. Let's just scale it up and as you can see, it's looking great. White scene from top of the mountain, night view, lamp on each of the houses, and it has generated the exact image which we wanted. Both images looks great, but what we want is we want it in a anime style. So this one is good, but this is very little bit of close-up. Let's add wide shot and recreate. Let's try to recreate on the image, generate image. So we're gonna use whichever is the best image from these three image which you're gonna get. So here's a third image, and this looks amazing. So let's use this. So I'll just delete this, and I'll just place this on the back. So right click and send to back. Okay, and this one on the front. So here we go. Just select this and scale this up. So it's very simple, just scale it up. And now I'll select this and scale this up a little bit more. Okay, now if you want to remove the background from your image, it's also very simple. Here's our tool. So we got image tool here, that's AI background remover, and otherwise image vectorizer. So using AI background remover, you can remove any background from your scene. Like if you have a product, it will remove the background. If you have a character, it will remove the background. So just like that, very simple. If I click on it, within a second, it will remove the background. Very crispy clear. And here we go, we got character left here. Now I'll just place this character over here. I'll just scale this up a little bit. Over here, if you see, we have created this nice samurai fighting scene. So for that, we need a nice prompt for this. So what I did here is went to ChatGPT and create a prompt. So I wrote samurai fighting scene 2D, and I got this nice prompt over here. So I just copy that. And if I paste it over here, Command Alt, Command V, and just to generate image, and here we go, we got that interesting looking fighting scene over here, and I think it looks amazing. Let's recreate one more in anime style. As you can see, this AI tool is very effective. You just write a simple prompt and you get an interesting so I like both, but I'll choose this one. So I'll just delete this, scale this up over here, and just drag it down a little bit, and let's do some adjustment with the color. So I want to remove the background, but I don't want it to be completely removed. So I'll go over here and we'll go click on show all, and you see all these attributes over here in the settings. So we'll go to a color and choose a color which you want to remove. So we're using the eyedropper tool. Let's select some color, this one, and just increase the intensity. So it will remove that color, all these remove. So we'll keep it simple around this much. Okay, so that we can see that effect. And if you want to remove the background completely, you can do that as well, but around this much is fine. You want to add some color combination, you can do that. Let's adjust the hue. So using the hue settings, you can give some orange color like that. And here we go, we added that nice samurai over here and that character. Now let's do some adjustments with the layers. So we'll do some adjustment with the background now. I'll just blur this out. So if you go over his settings, you see this blur. So just increase the blur value, right? And you can saturate the color. So I'll just go to saturation and made it 0. Now we got that. You want to give some color to this, like simple different color. So I'll add a background. So to add that background, we'll go to element over here. So we got this my project here. We got templates. So if you click on templates, you got a bundle of templates over here. Y2K, logo collection, vintage, badges. And if you want to search something else, like over here, you can choose poster, t-shirt, labels. So let's say you want to label, and let's say bike, and you search it, you see some amazing labels related to bikes. So here we go. So this is the templates. We got some text where you can see some text effect, some vintage, paragraph, titles, and much more. And if you go over here, you got the elements where you got all these vector elements like the shapes and the banners, badges. So for this, I'm going to use this rectangular shape, right? And I'll just drag and fill up the whole area. Now I'll just fill this up with brown color. Let's keep it around this much and make it a little bit around that much. Okay, now I'll arrange it to back. So click and send to back. Now select this image layer and we'll change the blend mode to soft light. And here we go. We got that interesting color. Now, if you want to change the color of the background, just select that layer and let's choose some color. We need to give it a little bit blended so that it matches with our color combination with the storyline. So yes, this looks great. I'll just place it back And here we go. There is also a layer option over here. So if you click on layer, you can see all these layers. So this is a background layer. This is our basic shape. This is the image layer. Let's hide it. This is our character layer, and this is samurai layer. So we got all these layers. You can select each of the layers and work on it. If you want to add some texture, it's very simple. You can go to here under texture. Let's say I want to add some little bit of this one. So just select that texture. Okay, here we go. We got that texture now, and it's on the top. You can reduce the opacity, and here we go. And selecting that layer, I'll just reduce the brightness a little bit. I'll just reduce the blur value as well. I want to see the village scene like that, right? Now after completing your images using the AI tool, let's type out our text. So it's very simple. I'll just go to text and choose add heading. And here we go. We got that heading. Let's type out our heading. So I want W first. Place it on top here. Zoom it in, and from the corner, if you drag, it will increase, or you can have this attribute panel over here, text settings, where you can change the font, you can change the color, and you can change the border weight. So let's change the color to white first, and let's choose a font. So I'm going to choose this font, Cat Waltery. So I'll select that, and this is the font we're going to use for this design. So let's go here and increase or decrease the size. Now just create one more duplicate. So with the Alt press, click and drag, and it will create another duplicate, and just type out Command Alt INGMASTER, master. Nice. And let's extend this region. Now if I place it over here, I'll just select these both and increase the size, and it will increase in proportion. And let's apply some color to this first. So let's apply gradient color. So I'll just click over here and choose gradient. You can just change the color over here and choose yellow or a little bit orangish. If you want to add some effects, you got this settings over here, effects. Click on it and choose the effect from here. You can add something like this, or something like this. So I like this effect. Let's change the color to something interesting, something like that. And if you see over here, this. So all these effects are amazing. Let's increase the distance. This effect, for this design, I'm going to choose this effect, and let's adjust the color first. So we want something orangish, similar to our character. And for the bottom, I'll go to the text setting, and over here, let's choose it to solid color, and let's make it bright, something like this. And we'll apply the same to this. So just go there and go to effect, apply it, choose the color from here, this one, and under setting, choose white color. Over here, this one, light gray. Now I'll just create few duplicate, type out THEDER and place it over here. Scale down the size now. Just click and drag it down, and it will be done with the Alt press. Click and drag, and SAG Saga. And let's zoom it out, and here we go. The text is ready. Overall, it looks great. We'll add one more text over here. Let's go over here and see the titles. Let's say you like this one. I'll just click, let's scale up the size, change the color to similar to our color here, and we can change the text, book cover, and let's go out, let's increase the size, place it around here, and this one, Kittl, Kittl, or maybe you can pick a color from the character, this one. Now this is our first cover design. As you can see, we have used AI tool, we have used text tool, and much more tools. Now let's create another design using the same AI tools and all the tools which you have used again, and this will help you understand in much more detail. So let's create that. Now if I go to my project file, you can see I have created this, and here is our second design which I have created. And as you know, the image is created inside Kittl AI. It looks amazing, the details and everything. I have added a nice feather effect as well, and I have added a text and some simple text like that. So here you can see I have added some gradient. So we're going to learn how to add gradient as well. So let's design. So first I'll go here and create a new project. So I'll click on it and create a new project. Set the dimension again. So set it to 900 by 1300. Okay, and create. Now I want this character, so I have generated a prompt for this. I'll just paste a prompt over here. So this prompt is generated using ChatGPT. I put some simple prompt in there, and with the help of that I created this. This is the prompt which we have used for this design. Now let's go in our new file right here. So to create that, let's go to Kittl AI and let's type out a prompt. So Command Control V, and here we go. Here's the prompt. Okay, and I'm going to choose this digital art and generate image. Here it is. So it has generated under image similar to that, and it got all the features we got in our previous design. So I'll just place it over here. Now let's generate this feather image. So I wrote a prompt, few feathers floating in there, write a prompt. So it generated a prompt like this. I'll just copy this, right? So if you have trouble writing the prompts, you can use ChatGPT to create a nicer prompt like this and just copy and paste it over here. So I'll go to my file and under here Command or Command V and go over here and let's choose this one and just generate image and wait for it. I have generated these 3 images. So let's choose the best one. This too looks good. Let's remove the background from here and let's increase the size. Let's select this and let's remove the background from here as well. And here's the second image. Let's use both this image. I'll just delete this and place one of this image over here. Reduce the size and place it around here, and I'll just place this other one around here. Now we need to fill up the background, so I'll just select the background and choose a color. So I'm going to choose gradient color for this. So we'll go over here and choose gradient, and on top I'm going to fill it up with let's pick a color using this. I'm going to pick the color and choose something like this. Okay, and on top we're going to choose some bright color. So with the eye picker tool, pick the color. And here we go. So as you can see, there are some borders. So to remove that, we'll use the gradient tool. So let's apply some gradients. So for that, I'm going to go to element and let's pick this basic shapes. So we're going to choose rectangular basic shape. So just click on it and here we go. Let's expand it and just place it on top. And let's apply gradient to it. So I'm going to choose gradient color from here and pick a color. We're going to choose bright color. And for this, I'm going to choose the dark color. So with the power picker tool, just pick color and place it down here. And this one, let's reduce the opacity to 0 and pick color from here. Choose a nice color, bright color, maybe similar to this, and we'll just expand it. And I'll just select these 2 layers and bring it on the front. Select, bring it to front. This one, select, bring it to front. And I'm going to create a duplicate of it with the Alt press, click and drag and create another duplicate. Okay, and just rotate it. So click and drag, and with the shift press you can just snap the rotation, drag it down. Okay, something like that. You can reduce the size and we're going to change the color. So for the first one, I'm going to change it to light, a little bit of brownish tone, and this one I'm going to change to magenta, something like this, and make it darker just to blend it. Yes, something like that. And here we go. Once you have added the gradient color, let's do some adjustment here. Select this and make it a little bit blur. So I'll go to show all, and under this settings, you just increase the blur value. Do the same for this, select that and increase the blur value. Add some hue color adjustment, so we'll make a little bit of bluish tone. Do the same for this, little bit of bluish tone, something like that. Now let's add a text. So I'll go to text here, go to titles and show all. And let's choose a title. I think for this cover page, this looks great. I'll just click on it and you got that. Let's change the color to something brighter. So we'll choose something like this and let's place it around here and increase the size and arrange it to front. Now let's make it a little bit brighter. I want to choose a bright color for this. Yes, something like that. Let's change the font now. So double click on it and let's type legend cover. Just click outside and just make it a little bit down, and here we go, wire legend cover. And let's add one more text. So I'm going to choose the text from here. Okay, from here just click and here we go. Let's change the color to something brighter. I'll just go here, and if you go to our layers, right, you can see this is our wild adventure folder, and under this you can see these layers. You can individually select and change the color and text like that. And under this new folder you can see this, all these effects. So I'm going to select the bottom one, drag it down around here, just select these 3 and just bring it up. Let's change the types just like that. So here we go. This is our second cover design and this is our first cover design. Each of them have been created inside Kittl using AI, text and the layers and all the attributes. So as you can see, Kittl works right in your browser. It's complete with fonts, illustration library, pre-made templates, advanced editing tools and much more. With AI directly integrated into the editor, Kittl is the only platform that delivers unmatched speed and a seamless workflow, allowing users to create powerful vector designs within a matter of minutes. So you can try it yourself and get free access by clicking the link in the description. You can use the promo code creatnprocess and it will give you 50% discount on a monthly pro plan for all new users. So in the next tutorial, I'm going to work on t-shirt design, so just follow along and check our next tutorial coming up. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to check out the next tutorial coming up, and if you want more updates on design, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel.